I have been selling this book, Zanazli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH. For a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. You're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming I'm Zan Nazli.
And I am Shelley Abastan.
As usual, we watch a local film and we review it. And this week, we didn't go to the cinema still, right? But we watched something on Astro first, and it's a film by Mamat Khalid.
Salam Ramadan, by the way.
Oh yeah. 18 Puasa Di Kampong Zombie Pisang.
No zombie lah.
Ah.
This one no zombie.
Oh, this one got no zombie.
So 18 Puasa Di Kampong Pisang.
Ah.
Okay, so we saw the film.
Yeah, we watched the film.
Yes.
Yep. On Astro first.
On Astro first.
Mamat Khalid. I'm a big fan of Mamat Khalid. And if you see during the MCO period, right, the first MCO, the second MCO, Mamat Khalid actually has been releasing quite a number of like karya, hasil karya. But
On
we have
Astro
just
first.
on Astro first. It's always been on Astro first, and we just don't really have access to Astro first. You know, thanks DK for this film and also the last film that we watched, Iro, right? So I've been missing a lot of Mamat Khalid's hasil karya during the MCO period.
Not really. We've seen most of them.
No, there's been a few.
We saw Rockfall.
That's all. Rockfall was the last. After that,
Oh,
like 2 or 3 that came out, we didn't watch.
But you weren't very happy with Rockfall, so what?
So it was okay. I liked the small references to it. And now we've got to watch this one. Tell us what about the film is about.
It's about puasa. No lah.
It
It's
is.
about
It is
this
about puasa.
guy. I forget his name. It's about this bro lah in Kampong Pisang.
Yeah, what's his name? It's played by yeah.
That bro.
Hala.
Look it up.
The young boy in UA's film Kaki Bakar.
The young boy in you is.
Yeah. Ayah.
We're looking it up.
Oh my god.
Sorry, we're so
Ngasri what? Ala, everybody knows him.
Cannot find.
Just click on it, yeah.
Okay.
Ngasri. Everybody knows Ngasri. Ngasri. He was the small boy in UA's Kaki Bakar, the first Malaysian film to be in Cannes.
Yeah, there. Bel Ngasri.
Bel Ngasri. And he was a child actor when I was growing up.
Yeah, okay.
He's about my age.
Okay, Bel Ngasri plays this dude who lives in Kampong Pisang named Barkoba. And this Barkoba is basically kind of a dick. So he is bulan puasa in Kampong Pisang, and he is basically the ringleader to
The people who don't want to puasa.
to sort of like encourage and hasut people not to puasa.
So he would like tapau food and all that,
so it
right?
starts with like them like breaking ponteng puasa tengah makan.
They had a
nasi
warung
kandar,
and then
whatever.
they wrap up the warung with like plastic canvas.
Yeah, and
Plastic
then
canvas.
eventually he goes to again ponteng puasa in the middle of like some shrubbery somewhere, and then a coconut falls on him.
Coconut or durian?
Durian falls on him.
And he dies.
And then he dies. And then Namron comes to take him to hell.
Namron is the shaitan rajim.
No, Iblis.
Iblis lah.
He's the Iblis, and he comes to take Barkoba to hell.
And
But before he
Barkoba is
takes
like,
him to hell, he shows him why
all the bad things he's done to make him deserve hell.
and then he gets like badges, fiery badges, every time Namron shows him, what he's done. And then halfway through, he gets sick of Namron, so they switch with.
I want a different Iblis, and it's Jafar on
Yeah.
Chili Padi. Remember the show?
No.
Blow it up. Come on, it's
grew up
Melissa
with different
Saila and all that. Oh my God, Chili Padi.
Okay, so then he shows him also what he's done until the ultimate thing that has earned him like a VIP spot in hell. And then he goes to hell, and then he sees all these people that supposedly like very alim or whatever, but they're also still like getting tortured in hell. And it's like, oh, these people are supposedly like very good, why are they here? Why
But
are
they're
they
actually
here?
all evil.
And then they explain like, it's true that he never skips mayang, anggota masjid, but then like, he kicked the cat once or something like that.
Yeah,
So
really,
here
really
he
bad
is.
things that have nothing to do with ritualistic religious stuff, Even though you do the rituals.
It's a deed lah, like your actions, Then he's like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. And it's like, oh really? You insaf. And then he gets like a second shot at life.
That's already spoiler, right?
Oh, whoops.
That's okay.
Yeah, and then he gets a second shot at life. So, like that lah. So basically, that's the film.
So what do we think about the film?
We like the film.
I love the film.
I like the film very much.
Mamat Khalid made the film.
Yeah.
Okay, the end. That's the end of the review. No. Yeah, we like it. It's a play from the Christmas movies, right?
No, it's a play of the Christmas Carol, basically.
Yes, Christmas Carol.
But
yeah.
with its own very original twist. You can clearly see it's inspired with the flashbacks of what you've done and how it affects other people, and you don't know what people are really going through, and then the way you behave towards them, how it like sort of creates a domino effect of bad things or whatever. And I thought it was a very heartfelt Ramadan film without it being your generic heartfelt Ramadan film. So it was still very funny, it was still very light, but at the same time also very like, got a bit intense at one point, got a bit serious at one point, and it was a little bit like heartwarming even at some parts. So that was nice. It was a very nice film. It was very entertaining, and most importantly, I felt it wasn't preachy, because we don't want that in our films, right? We don't want to be preached.
Like UA says lah, kalau ada message kalau nak hantar message, baik hantar apa? Baik suruh postman hantar, bukan filem. Or something to that effect lah.
There was still a message lah, but it was just delivered very entertainingly. So that's all I have to say about the film.
I liked it. Mamat Khalid, as usual, has all of his pop culture references, from Malaysian pop culture to Western pop culture to international pop culture, from the music that he chose for the film to the jokes and references and inside jokes between Bel Ngasri and Jaafar On. It was great. There were inside jokes about UA, all the pop culture references that you can think of, it's there. I like how the movie has a little bit of like the Little Nicky style. You guys watch Little Nicky, the Adam Sandler movie where he's the son of the devil, right? And then how hell looks like and all that. It reminded me of Adam Sandler's Little Nicky. There was also like, to me, it also reminded me a little bit about Tenacious D and the Pick of Doom, Jack Black's movie with Tenacious D, of course, where Dave Grohl played the devil, right? And it had that feeling as well. So I love all these references. Made me want to cry. It made me want to cry when I realized all it. But then Mamat Khalid's references are always very relatable to me. I loved it. I also love the fact where the part where you were talking about the religious thing, right? About puasa and all that, and this guy comes into hell and then he sees all these people that he thought were good people because they smayang lah, they puasa lah, they go masjid lah, but actually they did like really bad things that have nothing to do with the religion one. you know, like kick a cat. You know, I love that commentary there, which is what Mamat Khalid is also known for. He likes to make fun of satire lah, isn't it? The Malay community, Malay Muslim community. And I was just talking to my father, my mother, and my father-in-law just the other day about
Yesterday.
about Tariq Ramadan. Tariq Ramadan is one of my favorite Muslim philosophers and thinkers lah. He's actually heritage from Egyptian, if I'm not mistaken, but grew up in Switzerland and all that lah, you know. So I've met him before, I've interviewed him before, I've gone to his talks whenever he comes to Malaysia and all that, right? So there was this one time when I was with him and we were talking. Okay, we were not talking. He was talking to a lot of people, and I was among a lot of people. And he was saying that in Asia, and especially Southeast Asia, the Muslims in Southeast Asia, they're very obsessed with the ritualistic aspect of the religion, right? So much so that they forget everything else, and hence the Muslim community cannot progress. They don't think about the bigger picture of how the Muslim community can progress, can develop, can be maju lah, you know.
They just
because
think about end game.
they just think about like, oh, nanti aku kena ambil air semayang kena sampai siku, kalau sampai sini habis masuk neraka, you know. If you semayang
It's not counted.
kena bahagian ni je dahi, tak kena sini nanti tak boleh masuk masuk neraka, that kind of thing.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count. If you puasa and then you accidentally break fast 2 minutes before the actual Maghrib time, see what I'm talking about? Nampak tak? Ni sini nak ya. Tak boleh, kena ganti puasa. You know, it's frustrating to hear these kind of things. And you know, so yeah, so I like that Mamat Khalid refers to all of that lah. You know, and in a very very funny and light-hearted way.
Yeah.
He's basically laughing. He's basically laughing at his own community. Right?
Which of course he can do because he's part of the community.
Yeah, and that's why you need people like that to make the community realize. You know, you can't
If
have
they realize lah.
you
But
can't
most
have
of the
Lim
time
Kit
they
Siang or Lim Guan Eng commenting on this, or Gobind Singh
Or
commenting
Lim
on this. Yeah, cannot. You know, you know. So it's great. Oh my God, Mamat Khalid.
The other thing that I actually wanted to point out was the fact that I really liked Namron's character in this film.
Namron, yeah.
Because we've seen Namron over the past few years, and he's always playing kind of sort of the same type of character almost.
The type of character that always gets run down by a van and
always get run down, always die. No, he never dies. He's always like paralyzed, almost at the brink of death, but not really. But it's always that kind of like very serious, very philosophical-ish character. But this one, he was just kind of like fun lah. So it was nice to see Namron play a fun character and again not get run down, kind of like get lit on fire a bit. Namron was literally lit in this film.
Yeah.
So lit. I was here for it. Yeah, so it was nice. It was very nice.
I mean, the performances were great. You've got really serious actors in it. Bel
really
Nasri is a great actor, you
really
know.
good, yeah.
Namron also, you know, great actor. Jafar On, the casting was great for him to play that character, you know. It was
and you
great.
could tell, and you could tell that the chemistry was also kind of there lah. So it was all really, even the villagers and everything, right? It was all very very organic almost. And they just all blended really well together. It was just excellent performances. Yeah. So
watch it.
Watch the film.
Watch it.
Definitely
you have to watch it.
It's a really great film to watch when you're fasting, because then you forget about the fact that you're like super damn hungry.
And next thing you know, 2 hours gone already, and then buka puasa nearby.
Great way to pass time while you're fasting. And it doesn't feel like 2 hours. Which is obviously very important when you're fasting.
If you don't have Astro, go borrow somebody's Astro account to watch this film.
Yes. I would, highly encourage you to do that.
Yeah, Mamat Khalid, man. Yeah.
So that's...
Just go watch it.
Yeah, that's that.
Okay, so let us know what you think.
If you've seen it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, tell us why.
Tell us. Fight me if you think that what I said about the Muslim community in Asia is wrong. Right? Fight me.
Just fight him for other reasons. It's okay. But not nice lah. Puasa mana fighting all.
No, I mean, arguments and debates and discourse is good. I'm not asking to physically fight. I'm not gonna ajak kau minum kopi lah, you know. I'm not gonna do that.
Or write a rap song, right?
Yeah, or write a rap song.
Satu kalimah.
Just discourse and debate. That's fine. You know, that's totally that's what we're in it for.
Yes.
You know.
So let us know in the comments what you think about the film. If you like it, you don't like it, tell us why.
Subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Bidin
Or go to fatbidin.com
to get everything. Been watching and listening to the Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shirley Musawan. Selamat berpuasa!